What up to the pod version? Everybody in the cloud, wake up! Kind of school days. Welcome to the Blacklog, where we talk black about TV, film, music, and sometimes we just digress and drink coffee. My name is Rod. My co-host name is Ryan. What up, Ryan?
What's happening? What's happening? I see you got your living single shirt on there, huh, bro?
Hey, man. Hey, man.
Hey, they paid the bills at one time. I got you.
It paid the bills and it justified not going into architecture to your parents. So, so it kind of worked out.
I see.
That boy doing good. Thank you, man.
Yeah, I like that.
We got two bangers this week. I liked. For me, they're two bangers. Episodes 19 and 20 was very pleasing.
I did like them.
I enjoy watching them, man.
Yeah, I did like them.
We have a special guest coming down from Brooklyn, and it ain't just to be just saying, "Oh, we got a guest." It's the guest comes in and does the job. The guest comes in and does it. We got a Huxtable visiting. Let's get into it. Episode 19. Claire's Last Stand. Yes. Claire Huxtable returns to Hillman.
Claire came back.
Yes. Written by our favorite, Thad Mumford. Directed by brother Tony Singletary with episodes of Married with Children, In the House, 42 episodes of The Cosby Show, Wayne's Brother, Hanging with Mr. Cooper, Living Single, All That, Moesha, That's So Raven, Malcolm and Eddie. If there's melanin in your show, Tony Singletary has been there.
He's on fire. He's on fire.
The storyline is Denise plans to spend the summer in Greece with Maggie, and a visiting Claire Huxtable has different plans for Denise's summer.
Yep.
Comedy ensues.
This episode shouldn't have been called Claire's Last Stand. It should have been called Claire is on fire
B-story. It's Whitley's birthday. A lot of things going on at Hillman College. A lot of things going on. We start in the pit. Denise and Maggie are talking about their upcoming summer trip to Greece in a month. So this is probably end of April, going into May. She's going here's the thing. First thing I heard was you're going out of the country without telling the Huxtables. Really?
Yeah,
really,
she was gonna lay it on them real late.
Just like, I'm going to drop this. Mom is coming down this weekend. So she had a plan. She told Jaleesa, like, yeah, I'm going to pick her up from the airport. A little whoop-de-woo, a little blah, 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 a little yada, yada. And then you warm her up, and then she gets to Hillman, and then I just let her know that, I'm going to Greece. Really? And on her dime, because Denise got no money.
I'm trying to think of a time, as kids, you always try to drop something on your parents, like a party, or maybe, I'm trying to go around the corner. I'll do half my homework instead of all of it. Mm-hmm. I don't know about I'm going to drop the Greece trip on you right before it's time to go to Greece. Now, that's a first, bro.
It is. Jaleesa has kind of been a surrogate Claire for her throughout this first season. Yeah. You know that she's kind of been a surrogate Claire. Like, are you listening?
Denise, do you hear what you're saying?
Do you hear what you're saying? Jaleesa had, like I said, and Denise just doesn't appreciate that. She does not appreciate that. She doesn't appreciate Jaleesa at all. We go to Gilbert Hall. Whitley and Millie discuss plans for Whitley's birthday. Millie wants Ron to come along. Did Ronald come with us last year?
You know what's funny? I'm literally looking at that right now on my phone. It says, can Ronald come with us? Did Ronald come with us last year? Literally right in front of me, bro. As you said it, I was like, oh, that's exactly what I have written down.
Did Ronald go with us last year? And she lets her know, it's like, I had plans. It's just like, can he come along? And she's like, fine, enjoy your hair. It's just like,
I mean, but for real, now while Whitley is pushy, I get it, but yeah, bruh, I didn't ask you to bring your boyfriend with you to my birthday. To go hang out for my birthday.
It's true.
Whitley has a lot of reasons to be kind of looking over her shoulder, like, "Are you serious?"
Yeah, but it gets. But I'm not justifying. It's just that Millie does say, it's our 3-month anniversary, and then Whitley says,
and I get that. Either you do one or the other. You just gonna have to
make it. You can't do them both. You gotta make a choice.
You can't be bringing your old man on a date
on someone else's birthday
with your friend
and celebrating her birthday. I get it, but it was funny when she said, Whitley said, "Ooh, that is a milestone for you now, there, isn't it, Millie?" I was like, just constant.
Hey, one thing we can say about season 1, Whitley was on fire every show.
Yes, she was. Yes, she was. Whitley's not feeling, so it's like, fine, go on yourself. So she's basically... We go to the exterior of Gilbert Hall. Letty is painting the exterior columns of Gilbert Hall. Do they have a grounds crew at Hillman? Why is she painting? Do they have a grounds department at Hillman?
That's that 1950s HBCU campus, bro.
Dude, the dorm director.
They just.
Why is the dorm director painting the columns of the? I found that funny, bro. Letty, go ahead. What you say?
No, I'm waiting to hear what you about to say next about Letty.
Letty, Denise and Maggie approach, and Letty tells her, Denise was taking all her 32 credits. This is one of her other classes that we didn't know about, creative writing, and he lets her know that her professor called for her. I just don't know professors that call for you, but that's
that's that 1950s, bruh. That's that putting a 1950s atmosphere. HBCU college atmosphere in 1987, bro.
Yeah, dude, it really was. But Letty tells her that the professor was calling about a creative writing assignment, and you know how you get when you're young. He's like, "Yeah, I know. It's that." No, it's not that. It's the other assignment that you missed out on, Denise. It's not this one. It's another one. So now you have 2 assignments that are missing. How about that? Since you so know-it-all and stuff like that.
Just say, I don't want to be here anymore. And I'm living out my best life on these last few days. Which we will find out in 2 weeks that it's extended. Somehow.
Hey. Dwayne and Ron come by so Ron can reluctantly lend his car to Denise. No doubt it's from Johnson Automotive. It's from Johnson. Because Dwayne told him to. Denise scares Ron. She scared Ron. And it's like, you ever loan your car?
My car?
Yes.
Now, I've had people to drive my car.
With you in it?
Yeah, with me in it. I'm trying.
Okay.
Have I ever? If I did, it was only once, and it would have been to like my roommates. It wasn't like it was. Yeah, I can't even remember that. No.
You remember the one time I loaned my car?
Vaguely, I do kind of remember.
When was it?
I can't remember. I do remember it. I could see it. I can't remember who you gave it to though.
It's when you came to visit at Howard.
Oh yeah.
And I had an architecture. I had an architecture project I was working on, and I remember saying, and I told Paul, I'm giving you my car and my brother.
I think I do remember that.
Please bring them both intact back. Please.
Oh, bro.
Please, God, bring those back.
That night. Oh, yeah. That was a good night, too.
Ironically, y'all did bring it back, but Paul told me, he said, yeah, it got towed. Say, why?
Did it?
Something happened. Yeah, parked it in front of a fire hydrant.
Only thing that I know definitely is that we went to a Kappa Kappa Psi house party. And the only reason I remember that is because my freshman year, I went to the Kappa Kappa Psi house party with my boys. And I remember going there. I was like, man, I remember this place from somewhere. Man, I came in my junior year in high school.
I've been here before somewhere.
Bro, I literally remember all the rooms. I remember where the jug was, everything, brother. The cups, everything, bro. I was like, man, I know this place real well.
Denise takes the car and rolls out. Time passes. We're back in front of Gilbert Hall. Letty is still outside, but now she has Dwayne and Ron. They have taken on the job of painting. She done got them to paint the columns. And Dwayne's like, there, got a good... I was like, you got suckered. Letty just suckered you. Like, that wasn't her first time playing somebody like that.
Never mind.
She gained them, and they left.
Never mind,
And then, you said, never mind. Claire Huxtable arrives alone.
She did.
Because Denise was supposed to be picking her up at the airport, of course.
I didn't state that,
I'm sorry. She was borrowing the car to go pick her mother up from the airport, so forgive me if I didn't say that. So, yeah.
I almost brought that up earlier, but I said, oh, that's later on.
Yes.
Denise.
They discuss, and she meets Letty. You say, are you Letty? Are you Miss Huxtable? Yes. They discuss Denise and her ways. In so many words, they discuss her. He says,
and they both know her very well. They're both.
Yes.
It's like their eyes are just. There's a gleam in both of their eyes as they talk about her.
And
because she's such a waste.
Letty mentions the trip to Greece, and the look on Claire's face like, Greece? Really? Letty's like, I don't think you knew about that. I did not.
I am guessing you didn't know about Greece.
Yes. And Claire's like, Dr. Huxtable and I have some more plans. We have other plans for Denise this summer.
Yeah.
And
got Denise a little attitude too. Denise got a little attitude. How you gonna have an attitude? How you gonna have an attitude with somebody about their money and they don't even know about it?
Bruh, she says, Denise comes up, she discovers that Claire knows, hey ma, hugging all of this, that, and the other. I guess you can discuss, we can talk more about the Greece trip. It's like, Letty had attitude and got mad and said, Greece is one of the cheapest countries. That's why I chose it to save you money. I was like,
all I could think, when she said that, all I could think was, you really thought that was okay to say out loud. You really thought that it was okay to say that out loud.
Like, she wasn't wretched mad. Claire wasn't the wretched mad, but she was not happy. Because Claire got into her in front of Gilbert Hall and let it be known. So it would be like seeing somebody's mama going off in front of their child in front of the quad. Because she was going off on her.
Claire was somewhere around that when Denise wanted when she said she was gonna use her money to get the car because it's her money, and Claire told her that you can take your money and go discover America.
Yeah. She was at that level. She was at that level. Wasn't, like I said, wasn't wretched. Wasn't Sandra, give me my money back. But
it was teetering. It was teetering.
It was teetering on it. We go to Denise's dorm room. Grumpy Denise returns. Claire just got there and left her. Claire just got there. And I don't want to be around you.
We are done.
We need to be separate. I know I just saw you. And then you know what added to that too? She missed her at the airport. She didn't. She missed it. It's
She
just
had
a
one
lot.
job. She had one job. Pick up your mama. Pick up your mama from the airport. You couldn't
Pick up your mama from the airport. You don't pick up your mama from the airport. I'm about to learn that I'm about to be in. You about to put your hands in my pocket to go out the country with your 1.7. Ain't problem. There's a lot of things. Oh my God. Denise explains to Maggie. Jalisa says she's not going to Greece. Jalisa tries to talk to her ungrateful ass.
Yeah.
And giving the story of how her niece wanted to play violin. She gives the story about how her niece wanted to play violin and never practicing or whatever. And then Denise says, so? I was like, oh my God. You just don't, I don't get.
You know what? To be fair to Denise, at that moment in time, man, Denise ain't trying to hear about your niece with her little, what was it? Her little funky violin. Oh, she don't feel like hearing about that.
Man, at that point, Jalisa could have gone back. Look here, dummy. She could have just said, look here, dummy, because that's what you are. You look here, dummy. I have been real nice with you all year long, but you're a dummy. You know that? We go to the pit. Whitley finds Ron and Millie talking about their movie that they're later attending. Whitley fake congratulates them on 3 months and moves on. Whitley sits with Denise, who still thinks her parents have no right to say anything about a life that they pay for.
Yeah.
Which made me think, WWRJED, what would Robert Joseph Email do if we did this to him?
Bruh, I honestly, I cannot even imagine. Like, I have no reference point to even try to create the possibilities of what he would do if we came sideways at him.
My mind is not wired to do something that, like my
mind is not even wired to try to picture the whole story, bro. I can't even figure it out.
Oh my God. Whitley tries to help by saying, ask her like,
you
well,
did forget one part.
What?
I thought it was funny.
What?
When Whitley walked up on Denise and Claire after they had finished arguing. Hello, ladies. She just came out of nowhere.
Just poor timing. Whitley. She meant well, but just poor timing. It did. But Whitley tries to help her, and she says, well, do you have a trust fund? No. Well, you could eat some humble pie or marry well. And she says, frankly, I think you'll have more success with that slice of humble pie. I was like, oh, Jasmine, God, give her just an Emmy nod, just an Emmy nomination at least. I was like,
you gotta go with how she handles the dialogue, bruh. She's able to share it in such a way that you just hate her.
You could eat humble pie or marry well. It's just. And when I didn't think she could top it, she comes with the, I think you have more success with the humble pie. I was like, oh my God. We go to Gilbert Hall.
She was like, no stocks?
No stocks. I don't know. I really don't know where to go with this. We go to Gilbert Hall lobby. Jalisa, Maggie, and Dwayne are in the lobby. Miss Huxtable comes in, and they all try to talk her up. And when Dwayne says, Miss Huxtable, Denise enhances the academic environment of this university. No, don't say what she said. I've never heard that before. I have never heard such a simple
I'm saying lies.
I'm saying what she said. I've never heard that before. It was it was just so, the way she delivered the line, I've never heard that before.
And
Like,
the funny part is Denise was smart in high school.
yeah. Yeah. And it's basically a scene where they talk up how they're going to help. They're basically trying to help Denise or whatever. Mm-hmm. They, later on, the Green Grass Garden Chinese restaurant, that's where...
that's where they went to eat, huh?
Yes.
Yeah.
And Denise is picking over her food and all this, and she gives the story about how they went to Chinese restaurant.
I'm pretty sure an expensive meal, too.
Oh yeah. Claire ain't coming to eat at no Chinese carryout. You know that.
No.
Claire, they're talking, and she's watching her pick over her food, all this, and she gives a story about how they kept a restaurant open until her baby learned how to use her chopsticks or whatever. And then Denise says something about, "You hate me," and Claire says, "I hate you. I've always hated you. If not for your father, I would have thrown you away." I'm telling you.
Claire was on fire.
Claire was on fire. Oh, my God.
You want to play all these little games? I got one for you.
Felicia Rashad was good, man. Real good this episode. And they have this heart to heart. And, kind of wrap up how they feel, like, to let them know how each other feels, this, that, and the other. But she also lets her know, you're going to be in Brooklyn this summer. If you're going anywhere, only place you can go is somewhere that the train can take you. Not even your car, because you did have a car at one point in time. Anywhere that the train can take you, you are free to go. Jaleesa, Maggie, and Dwayne are talking. They're at the pit. Jaleesa tells Maggie she thinks she can swing it, and maybe she can go to Greece.
That's another little side story. It was pretty. I don't know why it was funny to me, but Maggie constantly saying, "Oh, well, this now brings my bill to $6.30 a day."
You know what? And there was a thing about that, like going to Greece for some reason. I remember people going to Greece and always saying how cheap it was or whatever. And I was like, that's really great and fine, but
I don't know about $6.30 a day.
Yeah,
maybe it is. I don't know,
because of the rate of exchange or something like that. I guess. Yeah, it works out for somewhere. But she works out like that for some reason back then. She thinks she can swing it and replace Denise on the Greece trip. So Maggie has a little hope. Denise and Claire, they're coming from their dinner, and they're I guess this is coffee after at the pit. I don't get it, but we're bringing them into the scene. Whitley comes down with a cupcake and sings the saddest happy birthday song to herself possible.
Happy birthday to me. Happy birthday to me.
And then Ron, only to be surprised by Millie and Ron with the birthday cake and everybody else who are there to surprise her and sing happy birthday to her. So it was all a farce. Just to surprise with.
You know what? As we're going through this, I think I'm changing my.
I must say this before you continue. Can I say this before you go over?
Yeah.
There are just two extras in this whole thing. I didn't believe them. I didn't believe. There's one girl on the edge of the group, two extras that were in the crowd singing happy birthday, and the one girl had a gift, and she's singing, and she does this. She kind of like reaches around, puts the gift on the table. It's like, I don't believe you. You don't care about Willie at all. You don't.
You are definitely a person who has. That is a writer's eye, bro. Cause I don't know. You couldn't tell me. I couldn't tell you one extra person in that room. uh,
Go back and look at it. I'm telling you, go sit there. This one girl where it's like at the last minute she said, "Oh, let me put this on the table." Like, I don't believe it.
Yeah.
You went out and bought a gift for this woman, and you just kind of like, eh. But that is me being into the minutia. I'm sorry. I continue, sir.
No, I'm serious. Like the things that you will see, bruh, and you'll talk about. I'm like, like you had to get me to start noticing why I would. Now I don't understand why I wouldn't notice somebody dancing on the chair, but you're the one who got me to notice people dancing on the chairs. I'm like, oh, they are.
Why are they dancing on chairs, dude? Like, imagine that at the oh god, at Howard, not the cafeteria, but the punch out. Imagine
Punch
that
out.
the punch. I wish I could see the manager of the punch out. What the hell is wrong with y'all? Get
The funny part, the funny thing is that the only time I think I've been in a punch out maybe, I think over the years at Howard, I think I maybe walked in the punch out maybe 5 times. And the only time I actually remember being in the punch out specifically was when they announced the OJ verdict.
Wow.
Other than that, I couldn't tell you one thing about the punch out because it was not on the lunch plan that your parents was paying for.
Sure wasn't. That was expensive food right there. Well, most HBCU thing, I had students like Denise, meaning they think they got it all under control and tell you they got it under control, and they don't. They don't. They don't. They don't. That's my when she went up to Letty and was just talking about, oh yeah, I know. No. I'm not talking about that paper. No, you don't. I'm talking about the other paper. No, you don't have it. Oh my God. Oh man. You know what? Maybe I shouldn't say it. That's an HBCU thing. I mean, I just didn't go to a PWI, but I'm so used to that's all I know. And I'm so used to I was like, man, because I've been there. Like, hey, you got the notes? Yeah, I got the notes. You don't have the notes. You told me. You told me you're going to have the. I asked you before the class. I said, I told you I had to go do something. Could you take the note? Oh yeah, I got you. And you didn't have the notes.
Depending on other people man, that's the worst.
Yeah. Yeah.
My most HBCU thing was feeling sorry for people, but ultimately you really don't feel sorry for them. Bruh, I have literally seen people, somebody's passed, like a friend's, somebody's died, bruh. And they're like, oh, you're like, oh man, I'm so sorry to hear that. And then, you kind of see they upset and you're like, I don't know what to do now. I don't know where else to go with this. I've said I'm sorry.
That's about as much as you can do. That's about as much as you can.
And you just kind of see the person kind of creeping away like, yeah, well, I'm going to let you take care of that. And then as soon as dude walk out the door, bruh, it's like, yeah, bro, his people passed away, bruh. I don't think I'm going back there for. I think I'll wait till you get back in town, bruh.
Damn, that's rough.
People in college rough, bro. When it comes to feeling sorry for something that happened to you. Oh, maybe that's just dudes. Maybe that's dudes.
Yes.
Maybe women are different, but I know. Yeah. I know I could probably go up to my boys and be like, yeah, such and such died. They'd be like, oh, for real?
Oh, man.
Sorry to hear that, bruh. You going home? Just a real matter of fact, too. You going home?
Yeah.
For the funeral? Oh, when is it? Oh, you don't know yet? Oh.
Dude, I expect that more than somebody just breaking down in tears. Because it's like, all right, you don't even know this person. So, hey, man, you take it. At least they say I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't see you breaking down in tears. But, At least
Least
HBC. Yeah,
NA.
right.
I have NA. I had nothing. I didn't. Non-applicable. I just didn't have it. Like,
Well, at first I had helping paint the dorm, as in Ron and Dwayne. But as you were going through, I think getting somebody a birthday cake, top stat.
I see that, but
Oh, you do?
with women, I think they would. I don't.
When I see, I picture, girl, we got some schnapps. We got some booze and some schnapps, some booze.
Well, there's a cake there too, probably a cake and some booze. I mean, there's definitely booze
We got
there,
some
but
MD 2020. Great.
oh my God, I know. Well, guys, yeah, but no, I don't see a cake. Definitely. Yeah. Okay. That's your least HBCU thing.
Yeah.
Hip hop song. Parents just don't understand. By DJ Jeff and Fresh Prince.
Yeah.
Da-da-da-da. It's like I can't walk around that. I can't walk around that title. Like, it's 1988. This dropped in like 1988. Like, parents just don't understand.
Uh-huh.
I don't know. What did you have?
Hey, Mr. Big Shot. Hey, don't you look fly? Oh, my, my, my. Hey, Young World. By Slick Rick.
Wow. Hey,
Hey,
young world.
don't you look fly? Oh, my, my, my. You've been fighting again and you forgot why. Don't you make your family cry? And are you in good health?
Oh. Whitley Shade for me was when Millie said we're celebrating our 3-month anniversary. Ooh, that's a milestone for you now, Millie. I was like, God. Just the disdain in her voice is just like, God, Whitley, you are rough. You are so rough. What you have?
I actually said mine earlier. No stocks. I just thought that was funny to me.
It was funny. It was funny, but it was just like, for me, with her just mocking her 3-month anniversary, just like, even though no stocks is really no stocks, like you're really that broke, huh? And your dad's a doctor. What kind of a doctor is he?
And I did also write down that I just thought her singing "Happy Birthday" to herself was the funniest and most pitiful thing I had ever heard. Happy birthday!
It is. I think
me.
it was sad. I think something sad, as a matter of fact. But I can't speak about it right now. DFM, Denise, the funny moment.
Non-applicable. There was nothing funny about Denise. In fact, Denise.
Okay.
Denise. Denise has done such a good job as Denise or Lisa Bonet, because Denise has irritated me a lot throughout this entire first season, and I think that is due to the acting job that Denise has put on display, that Lisa Bonet has put on display, because she just got on my nerves, man. Like,
you said non-applicable. I got a tie. Greece is one of the cheapest countries. That's why I chose it, to save you money. It was like, oh my God. Plus,
I was so much caught up in the audacity of that statement that I didn't think it was funny. In fact, I didn't think it was funny at all. I was more so like, you got a lot of nerve. A lot of nerve.
I felt the exact same way too, but I couldn't help but laugh at it.
My a lot of nerve brought anger, while yours brought happiness and laughter.
I think it was a mixture. It was a mixture, because the second one is kind of in the same vein. When Jaleesa tells this big story about the violin, and she says, so? It's like, oh my God. I was like, she's an idiot. The point, you. You. The point, Denise. But you know what? Even though I said I think there's a funnier moment, I had as the episode's funniest moment was Whitley singing. Whitley singing happy birthday to us. So I had that. Mm-hmm. I had it. Yeah. HBC Alum needed as a guest star, and in what role? I had Howard Alum and actor Lance Gross was Stingray, the male dancer that Millie got for Whitley, but her mind was changed when Ron felt insecure around Stingray.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good right there.
Yourself?
I have HU grab my also Debbie Allen.
Really?
Debbie Allen in her ongoing role as Letty's friend, listening and overhearing Denise and Denise and says
she's got a 3-episode arc now. You've increased that. All right.
Girl, you are failing. That's it. That's it.
Girl, you are failing. That's it.
I had to tell you because I could tell you were waiting for some more. I was like, let me make sure I clarify this for him. I'm done. That's it. That's the statement.
That's it. Ain't nothing to say. Before we go on, I'd like to remind you that the Blacklog is sponsored by Fade to Black Funeral Homes. Death is a part of life, but put life into your loved one's death at Fade to Black Funeral Homes with t-shirt printing and tattoo artists on site to commemorate your loved ones. Fade to Black. Up next, episode 20. If Only for One Night. Written by Susan Fales Hill. I guess she got married.
and
directed by Tony Singletary.
In all due respect to one Luther Vandross.
Yes.
Coming from his song, If Only for One Night.
Yes. It's the last week of school. Dwayne finally gets Denise to go out on a date. Dwayne goes all out. B story. The summer internship Whitley assumed she had fell through. She goes into a frenzy. We open at Gilbert Hall. End of the year last week, Dwayne and Ron are making money moving luggage for ladies in Gilbert Hall. They call themselves Two Dudes Who Schlepp. A black guy did not write that joke, I assure you. Fashion alert, fresh ass Air Force Ones and Air Jordan number 2s on Dwayne and Ron, respectively. I'm
thinking that Ron worked at the Athlete's Foot, getting either that 35% discount or that 5-finger discount.
Ron got money. Ron takes a break to kiss. Millie comes down just to kiss and express how much they will miss each other over the summer. Dwayne expresses that he is going to finally ask Denise out on the date. Ron says you do that every week. Dwayne says, no, a real Dwayne. A real Dwayne. I'm saying Dwayne again, a real date. And Ron applauds him on this. Go to Denise's dorm room. Ladies are packing to go for the summer. Or at least Maggie and Jaleesa are. Jaleesa is ready to go. She's finally got a box closed. Maggie has accumulated a level of things that she doesn't have enough space to pack. Now, I'm sorry. I don't know where the lacrosse stick and the crossboard and the snowboard come from. I don't understand all these things that Maggie has. She randomly asked Denise, could I pack this away for the summer? And Denise says yes. And she takes this big giant lacrosse stick and puts it up on her bed. It doesn't. Denise has her own stuff to pack away. And what are the Huxtables gonna say when she realizes that that they've become a storage unit for her roommates? It's just she's got a lot of stuff, and she comes to the decision to have a yard sale. How about that?
A yard sale outside of a dorm.
Outside of a dorm.
Once again, this whole it's weird, bro.
It's different. It's different.
I feel like after we finish this show, I need to go call mama and say, hey, when you were at Xavier, did they have yard sales outside the dorms, or
And she gonna say, boy, I was going home after I left my class. Went back home anyway.
As that, boy, I was on the bus.
Whitley enters to return the stapler, but it's really essentially to brag about her summer internship in NYC at Couture Fashion Magazine. Whitley suggests that she and Denise maybe meet up while she's in Manhattan. Mm-hmm. And we find out, yes, it hasn't been finalized, but it shall be.
Yeah.
Dun, dun, dun. We go to the library. Whitley is returning her last book.
That's what you think.
Millie approaches her with her letter about the magazine internship. And Whitley excitedly opens it up and decidedly goes down when she realizes she doesn't have the internship. And she storms out. Didn't see that coming? A little bit. Saw a little. Dwayne enters.
That's like that. It's almost like that Simpsons where Lisa broke Ralphie's heart, and Bart was like,
"If you freeze it right here,
you can see exactly where you broke Ralph's heart." And he's like, "Oh,
that was a killer." Oh, that was a good one. Right here, you can see where you broke Ralph's heart. Oh. You look like an 8-year-old literally having a heart attack.
He grabs, he's like, oh.
Dwayne enters and he talks to Denise. Denise, I have something to ask you. And he's kind of fumbling a little bit, but he gets it. He says, I'd like to go out on a date. And she says, yes, it's go time. Dwayne, it's go time.
And Denise hit him with those sleepy eyes. She hit him with those sleepy eyes, too. I peeped that out. Because I peeped it out when I was young. When I was in 8th grade, I peeped it out. I was like, ooh. I see the sleepy eyes. I see him.
We go to the pit, and Jaleesa and Maggie talk to Denise about her date with Dwayne. Denise says, we're just friends going on an innocent date. I'm not asking you on the date to be innocent. I just want. There's not a guy that just wants to go out on a date. I just want to take you out and feed you expensive food so we can, at the end of the night, say, "Hey, I like you as a friend." And in the end, Maggie is sitting there saying, "Well, Dwayne knows." But surrogate Claire, Jaleesa's like, really? Really? Are you serious?
Yeah,
it's just the end.
Yeah, Jaleesa was pretty much on top of things.
Man, and that's what got me. Dwayne said, he said, Denise, that man hollered at you. I was like, wow, we got some real time slang here. We had some real time slang. When she said that,
1987.
He said, that man hollered at you. He is expecting more.
Did she say holla?
Yes. That's what got me. It was slang. She said, that man, Jaleesa said, that man hollered at you. And that's the moment when Denise said, "Okay, maybe you're correct."
Yeah. Now I'm thinking. My bad. I'm thinking about. I'm thinking about what's coming up, man. With Ron, man, with my man Dwayne in his suit. My bad. I'm thinking that. I'll wait.
That is, I mean, we can go out to. I mean, it's like we can go out to eat, and I can let him take me out on an expensive date. That's just like, come on, Denise, come on, don't do this. Just to say, it's just an innocent date. Really? I just want to. We'll get past. What is it? Whitley approaches Maggie to offer her the services of her cousin Adelaide, who needs work this summer. Are you perhaps in need of a translator to go to Greece with you? And Maggie, it's painfully obvious that it's Whitley. It's like, Whitley? I just want to say, Whitley, how stupid do you think people are?
Everything you're saying, I'm trying to stay with this storyline, but this whole 1950s college in the 1987, bro, with Adelaide and Eunice and all of these names that it just seems like somebody's gonna pop up with a sock hop dress and some you remember those big black and white shoes that St. Mary's girls used to wear to school?
Saddle shoes? Yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah.
I don't know what you call them. But it's killing me, bro.
Killing me.
Can y'all get a regular name? Something?
It is. I don't understand. It's because a couple of times in a couple of prior episodes, the Cupid episode, like the whole Darryl Walker thing. Do you not realize that people are going to realize that is you inevitably? Like, y'all think we stupid? You think people are? I guess you do think people are stupid because you're doing it.
Yes, that's exactly why they do it.
Dwayne comes in and approaches Ron with a expensive Italian sport coat that he has purchased for this date. Before we go any further, I gotta say, I'll just say Dwayne has spent a lot on this coat, but now he has like $5 for the date. And
I got the quote that Ron said too.
He asked Ron for the money. They seem to have this account together, and I don't know this joint account that they seem to have. It's like, hey man, can you give me some money? And he says, why don't you take that gift from Millie and give me that money back? And it's like,
he said, man, you need to turn in some of this real Italian silk and get some real American polyester.
That was funny. That was so funny when he said that. But he does. Dwayne is like looking at it, it's like dude, like, okay, I can go over there and take this gift. And then what you go? And then Dwayne kind of realizes that he's getting crazy or whatever. And it's like, yeah, he realizes that he's wrong. I gotta ask, ever bought a piece of clothing to impress? Or you thought you were going to impress? Like, I need this piece of clothing. Like, it's going.
I mean, I used to get the 35% discount at the Athlete's Foot, I guess.
I mean,
I got those fire Rotmans, but I was looking.
I didn't buy it.
I wasn't trying to impress. I just like the shoes. The shoes just live with me.
I didn't buy them, but I wanted, because I asked mom and dad. 8th grade, I wanted a pair of polo socks. Ralph Lauren polo socks, because that was everything to have a pair of polo socks.
Now, let me go back. Let me rewind that. In college, no. I didn't. But in high school, for years, I tried. I gave up on the Jordans. Like,
that wasn't happening.
I just knew that wasn't happening.
You should have called me.
I tried the starter, but in New Orleans, they were jacking people for their starters, and it didn't help that Sports Illustrated had a huge cover story on people getting jacked for their shoes and starter jackets. I almost had a starter. I remember I almost had that Georgetown starter for Christmas. I kept pushing for it. I was like, yeah, because it wasn't a traditional starter. It was these new pullovers. And I was like, oh yeah, I just want this Georgetown pullover. Yeah, yeah. And then I don't know what happened. I either saw it or found out. It was like, oh man, that looked like one of those little jackets that these kids getting robbed for. Yeah, I'm sorry, man. We can't do that one.
That ain't happening. That's what he said. He said that ain't happening, partner. That ain't happening. They got me the polo socks for Christmas, and I remember I had them, and you know how polo it's just a name, man. It's just a name. You know how the socks were. The socks were I had them on me, and they were in class at St. Aug, right? And they, you know how they start to roll down, the elasticity, they start to roll down, man. Glenn Joshua and Jeff Gates sat behind me and they clowned me. They said, "Yeah, we see you be up there. You keep rolling that sock back up so we can see that horse." Bro, they clown. They ain't talk. Let me tell you something. There's like just to feel like you be like this. Yeah, we be seeing, and then sitting there clowning me, say, "Look at you be rolling it up." We be seeing you rolling them socks when you want to see that polo on, man.
Let me tell you something. Our boy in school, he used to have whatever he had on. If you said something about it, he turned around and said, "They polo though, and yours ain't."
Full of.
I see you ain't got on no polo.
Oh man,
he said just like that too. He threw it at you,
but you ain't. Again, with Ron,
that's all they want in New Orleans: polo shirts and ballads. Polo shirts and ballads.
You say used to?
Oh yeah,
it's still going on, man. Talking about that, man. Bally in dark times, Bally and polo gonna keep making money out in New Orleans. Believe that. With Gilbert Hall exterior, Maggie is holding a yard sale on the table out front. How much stuff has she acquired over this 1 year?
I'm trying to figure out the whole concept of a yard sale at a college outside a dorm.
Hey man, Letty is painting landscape like she's on the river scene. It's lit well. You can feel like it's kind of like almost sunset. It's like, let me just say, I'm gonna set up an easel outside and I'm gonna paint. Maggie has made a few sales. Jalise has finished her finals clearly because she just there just to be clowning. Because she just kicking it. She just kicking it. Whitley approaches Letty and offers the services of Adelaide to Letty this summer. And this right here, when Whitley says, "I hear you're returning to New Mexico to sort your jumbled affairs." Damn, Whitley. Whitley, like, when you're asking someone something, when you're looking for a favor and you're still insulting this woman. Sort your jumbled affairs. Whitley don't stop.
Whitley lives in the judgment zone, bro.
Lives.
It is like she cannot help it, bro. It's like, what can I judge you on today? What can I judge you on? Yes.
Unbelievable. I just couldn't. When she said that to her, like, you just couldn't say, "Do you need someone?" Sort your jumbled affairs.
Yes.
I just want to let you know I recognize you as an unorganized person.
Yes.
Can you help me? Can you help me? Dwayne approaches trying to sell his boombox. He's trying to get money for this date. That looked exactly like the box I had when I.
Oh yeah,
that's good.
It did. It did. And also, the fact that he was trying to sell it for $3 was amazing.
Amazing. Yeah. Like, wait, he did say $3? I thought he said 40.
Did he say that?
I thought it was 40. Yeah.
Okay. So now I know why I sound so ridiculous saying $3 because I did not hear $3.
She had $3, I think. That's all she had at the time. She had $3, and she paid him the rest later. But then he responds, all lovelorn with the sunlight hitting him. I can't, Maggie. Tokyo Gardens only takes cash. And he has that line, what is it? I have a reservation in paradise, and I can't even get in. Look, let me tell you something. I don't believe, as bad as it was for Dwayne, I don't think he says that. I don't think he says that in front of these girls. I just don't think he does this.
Loser.
If there's, I mean, just that. Look, I still love this episode, but I was like, yeah, I don't. And I mean, it's the way he's looking over the horizon, all lovelorn. I got a ticket to paradise, and I can't even get in. Like
that's all. Yeah. They tried to. They said, man, hey, look, Kadeem, we're about to get your acting chops out, bruh. So you got to get them ready, bruh. I got a line for you, bruh. It's fire too, bruh. It's fire. You got to practice it, bruh. This is gonna be it right here, bruh. This is what's gonna take you.
You know what?
Over the top and gonna get you in that movie in Vampire in Brooklyn.
I believe he thinks that, but he can't say that. He doesn't say that. Not in front of Gilbert Hall, in front of all of them. He does it. One, I gotta say this.
I bet you he would say that. Was School Days before or after?
After. It came in February '88. In February '88.
I bet you back then Kadeem would have said, that's the episode that got me into School Days.
Two things I gotta say. Maggie, you out here selling stuff and now you trying to buy stuff. What's wrong with you? Two, what kind of Japanese restaurant are you taking Denise to that only takes cash? A carry-out, salt, pepper, ketchup? What is what they only take cash. Like, wait, what classy restaurant do you it only takes cash? No, the salt, pepper, ketchup? What are we doing here, man? Seriously.
That salt, pepper, ketchup used to be rolling.
Yeah,
man, that salt, pepper, ketchup. Ooh, man.
But like I said, they only take cash. I was like, really? Upon hearing Dwayne with his lovelorn, Ticket to Paradise thing, Whitley offers him the money. And he offers her the radio. He's like,
somebody's got to be happy. That was that line.
Oh, yes. Dwayne.
That was her Rudy moment.
It was. Go to Tokyo Gardens. Dwayne and Denise are on their date. They're talking real stuff. Like, she says, I'm going to miss you so much this summer. I was like, oh, hold on.
Translation, I'm going to miss you being my sucker, my 24-hour sucker, all day long.
We don't know that because at that moment, Whitley comes in. Whitley arrives. I've been looking for you all. Dwayne is shocked.
What Denise was hitting him with, too? Denise was hitting him with the sleepy eyes. The sleepy eyes, bruh. She was hitting him with those sleepy eyes, bruh.
I bet Dwayne is shocked, not shocked. Whitley comments on the music that is being played. And I know we had talked about last episode with her singing, but I have never laughed harder when she says, it's poignant in its monotony. It reminds me of Hiroshima Miramore. Madang dang. Madang. Her face, bro, is like, madang dang. I was like, oh my God. Whitley is so funny right here. Whitley gets there and says to them, sits between them, because it's at a traditional Japanese restaurant. They're sitting on the floor. She sits down between them, and she confesses that she is indeed Adelaide. Really? And then she says, you and Dwayne you two are the only true friends I have. And they're like, we are?
I really are.
And then she says, well, what about Millie?
She broke Millie off too, bro. I'm like, come on, man.
I don't want to she said, I think if I stepped off my pedestal for Millie, I'd disappoint her. I was like, Whitley,
horrible, man.
Whitley, you are your most Whitleyish. She just, oh my God. Then she starts to give a play-by-play of the summer enrichment she's going to have to endure with her mama and TT, her Yorkshire Terrier.
Her cruel mama.
Yeah, she is. But Dwayne consoles her while she cries, and Dwayne calls her and she cries on his Italian silk. We cut to Gilbert exterior.
And as she cries on his silk, Denise looks over with the sleepy eyes.
I see Dwayne differently, I guess, now at this moment. We go to Gilbert Hall exterior. Our trio walk up, and it's been such a good time. Whitley is telling Dwayne and Denise to keep in touch over the summer. Just remember to call me. Write me. You have my address. Write me.
Sure.
Dwayne and Denise remain. Dwayne's about to leave, and Dwayne tells her, no, stay. She states that she had a great time, and she was impressed by Dwayne being there for Whitley. Again, Dwayne is about to bounce, but they sit on the steps. And, man, I'm assuming, at this point, I didn't think she was teasing him. When she laid back and then said, you always take care of me, I was like, all right, Denise. Like, I remember, it made me think about when I first saw it. I said, Denise, don't tease this, man. I'm looking at it through 2024 eyes. You know what I mean?
I'll be honest with you, with the closing of the whole show, I still think that was her ultimate tease.
Yeah, I mean, to me, when she leans back, that look to me tells me she wants a slice of Dwayne pie. That's real talk.
She hit him with the sleepy eyes, bro. The sleepy eyes, bro.
She then asks him to dance. She moves over to Maggie's stuff, which I do not know why no one on campus has stolen all this stuff, because they left it outside of Gilbert Hall. Because if you left this outside and slow, it's gone. You leave this outside.
The same reason that they didn't steal it is the same reason they're playing Louis Armstrong to dance
yes,
to.
but hold on, let's state. If you look at the radio, it looked like the radio that you heard the Joe Louis Max Schmeling fight on. I ain't gonna lie. It looked like it was something from 1953. She turns it on, and that song is Dream a Little Dream of Me with Louis Armstrong. And I said, neither one of you know this song. And this is the thing that got me. We are at, it's 1988. I can only say, first thing I'm thinking of, you could have had Funny How Time Flies by Janet Jackson, or if not, the title. That
costs way too much. That costs way too much.
Or not, the title of the episode.
That song was on fire at that time. That probably cost a lot to get that song.
That's what, Ryan. Both of these songs were out in 1988.
I know. That's what I'm saying. They probably cost too much, but they could have gotten something.
They spent all the money on Keith Sweat.
That's what happened. They spent all the money on Keith Sweat.
If y'all knew y'all was writing this episode, you just blow the load on this. Blow it here on this song.
They must have like a music account.
Right, no. They would get.
Here's the music account. How much money do we have in the music account? Can we afford it for only for one night?
Look, man, we cannot. This is Dr. William H. Cosby. That is his show. At this point, he's played Stevie Wonder. That was on the charts when he did Skeletons early on in the season. They did a couple of very in the a couple of songs
Yeah, they
that
did.
were on the present chart. And I just thought in this moment, in this time, and let me tell you something. When they start dancing and then they have the moment and they kiss one another, I said, I forgot how real that felt. To the point where I wrote down, I really wanted to see a few seasons of Dwayne and Denise go through it. It made me like, damn, this really could have been like, you forget because you know Whitley and Dwayne and Whitley.
But you know what? Denise kissed him knowing, I ain't coming back. I'm going to Africa anyway. I had already flunked out. Why not? Get a man a kiss. Why not? Why not? Who cares? He's been bugging me all year. Give him a kiss. All right, yeah. There you go.
Oh,
I'm off to Africa.
Most HBCU thing. Ron saying, you better take that Italian silk and go get some American polyester. That scenario and that statement has been said many times across a HBCU. You better check that. You better go on.
You might want to bring that back, bro.
You better bring that back.
How much you pay for that? You might want to get it. You might want to get your money back, bro.
If you want to eat a meal, you might want to bring that back.
I don't have it. I can't help you.
I can't help you, partner. I can't help you at all. Your most HBCU thing?
Getting ready for summer.
Yeah.
People, hey, when it was getting close and you were finishing up your exams, you were ready. You were done. That school year was over. You were ready. If you were going home, you were ready to go home. If you were about to move somewhere for the summer, you were ready to move because you were like, I'm done. It's over. Let's go.
True.
Until the next year.
Least HBCU thing I mentioned already. I have a reservation in Paradise, and I can't even get in. You're not saying that out loud. You're not. You're just not. Maybe it has what?
Having a lawn sale outside of a dorm is one of the most ridiculous things.
Look at this. I missed that totally. I don't know why.
Or playing a Louis Armstrong song and dancing to it. I don't think they would have done that in 1950 HBCU.
Imagine seeing somebody outside the slow, a couple dancing. It's funny how time flies. What would they be saying? What would everybody be out the window saying? What the hell is wrong with you?
Probably been throwing stuff at him.
Get off her. Get off. Imagine.
You know, it's kind of like school days. He was out there shouting outside the window, and they threw that bucket of water on him. That's a HBCU right there.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hip Hop Drop. All I Need by Method Man and Mary J. Blige.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. That's a good one. Which one? The hardcore one? Or the original one?
No, hip hop. I want Mary. You talking about Mary J. and Method and Mary J. What are you talking about?
They got like 2 versions of that song. Might be 3 versions. I know at least 2 versions.
I'm talking about the original.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the original. I'm talking about the original. It just hit me what you talking about. I'm talking about the original. Yeah.
My song was the original Summertime by Dougie Fresh. Tonight is summertime. So what you want to do? That's a love a black party where the girls shake their bodies and everybody no overrated dancing. Find out without no doubt, because that's what summertime's all about. Having fun dancing, moving to the groove, shake your body.
No shade to the Will Smith version, the DJ Jasmine Fred. No shade. We just,
you know what? Let's compare.
Drums, please.
While that is the anthem, we know that everybody knows. Bro, that summertime by Dougie French used to be rolling, bro.
It was good. And
they rarely played it, bro. Cause every once in a while they put that video on, bro. And I was like, having fun dancing, moving to the groove.
It was good. It was. Whitley Shade, I heard you're returning to Santa Fe for the summer to sort your jumbled affairs. That's just for
I had it written down, but I don't even remember where it was. That's why I regret not seeing it again. She said, certainly not. But I don't remember what she was saying it for. I wish I had to put in parentheses like what she was saying that to.
DFM. Denise's funny moment in reference to Maggie stuff. Jaleesa asked, "Who would buy all this junk?" She did. And I thought it was just, it was two words, but it was so cool. She did. I was like, damn.
Actually, non-applicable.
Oh, okay. I gotta find. It was the funniest moment for me, and it's Whitley imitating the bells. The dang, dang, dang.
Oh.
The dang, dang, dang. Because then she talks about in Richmond, the church bells in Richmond, and she imitates those bells too. I was like, oh my God, she topped it. HBC. I'm sorry.
Moment,
forgive me.
Yeah, I don't always have a funny moment, but my funny moment definitely was Ron turning some of that real Italian silk and get some real American polyester.
Oh, that was a good one. Oh, that was. HBC alum needed as a guest star, and in what role? Morgan State graduate, godfather of black business, editor-in-chief of Black Enterprise. In 1990, he was famous for buying Pepsi Bottling Company in Washington, D.C. with Magic Johnson, authored How to Be Successful in Business Without Being White. If I'm correct, he's your frat brother?
Yes, that is correct.
Mr. Earl Graves Sr.
Yep.
That's right. Earl is playing Haggler number 1 outside of Gilbert Hall, looking over the Maggie's table. We come into the scene in front of Gilbert Hall and find Haggler number 1, played by Earl Graves, trying to buy Maggie's Connect 4 game and get her to come down $1 on it. You know you can come down $1 on that. All the red checkers ain't there. I counted. You missing one. How you gonna play Connect 4 with one less chip? You can take $1 off. Maggie says no. He says, Connect 3 then, and bounces out. Earl Graves, Morgan State graduate.
You are such a writer. Well, my HBCU grad was HU grad, Debbie Allen. Coming to the end of her arc, her, I guess, four episode arc as Letty's friend, telling her before her date, you better stop teasing that boy or he will fool around and marry Whitley.
That's... Hey, well.
At which Denise says, whatever.
With her sleepy eyes? Would you really sleepy eyes? Say it like slick. Would you really sleepy eyes?
Hey, she was killing Dwayne with those sleepy eyes so much that Dwayne even asked, if you remember correctly, what do you think about when your eyes are fluttering and they're looking sleepy and they're just staring off?
I don't know.
That is what she said too, right?
Oh my God. I told y'all, we really enjoyed these 2 episodes. I know I did. I enjoyed the heck out of it. Next week.
Yeah.
Next week.
What does A Different World and The Great Pumpkin have to do with one another?